Is skincare at the top of your children or grandchildren's Christmas lists? Well, if so, they are not alone. The trend being dubbed Sephora Kids, with young children now being influenced online to buy products which are designed for adults. And this trend is massively on the rise. But should parents be worried about it? Joining me now is Elvin and Dr Amir. Good morning to both of you. I know that this is in my house. My 12-year-old son is really into skincare. He knows about the products. He knows how to say the names of all these acids, you know, that I have only learnt in my 40s.
Isn't it crazy?
What is going on, Jo? Where has this trend come from and why is it growing?
Have a guess. Social media. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like, you know, I mean, when I was a kid, I remember playing around with my mum's pots of makeup and things. But now you've got children as young as 8 who, as you say, know about retinoids and glycolic acids and, you know, and they want these really expensive, really scientific brands in their, these ingredients in their skincare. They're called Sephora Kids because Sephora is basically seen as the hypermarket of where you can buy every kind of concoction of cosmetic skincare. But it's important to stress that Sephora, it's not something that they have marketed. It's not something that they align themselves with. It's just an umbrella term used to describe what's happening as a result of children and preteens looking at TikTok and seeing all these influencers talking about, you know, how they're having their acid peels and what they're doing to get their anti-aging, you know, in. It's just crazy.
So it's not just skincare about like having healthy looking skin. It's the anti-aging is part of it.
It's all of that. It's all about the masks and the serums and all of these things that, you know, just they weren't even things when we were children. No. And now that it's just, you know, there are brands and there are whole industries who are really excited that this is one of the biggest growing markets in skincare retail. Is these 8 to 10-year-old children.
Amir, sort of why should this, in your view, or is it a concern? Because on some level, I think, well, you know, if kids want to look after themselves and they're interested in looking after their skin and being healthy, that feels like a good thing. But what's the other side of this story?
Looking after yourself and being healthy as a child is a good thing. You do that, you know, by eating healthy food, sleeping right, moving. Those are the things that will help with children's well-being. But this trend is particularly concerning because already we're seeing unusual high levels of mental health issues in children and young people, whether it's anxiety, depression, even things like obsessive compulsive disorder. And this adds to that, this idea that children and young people should be worrying about wrinkles and aging is just completely warped. And these products promise things and then don't deliver. They promise these beautiful porcelain clear skin. And children who are vulnerable and who might be going through things like acne will buy these products and they just don't deliver. And that adds to the psychological impact of skin conditions in children. And a lot of them contain potentially harmful chemicals that can actually be damaging to children's skin. So things like retinoids, exfoliating acids, peptides, vitamin C are not really designed for children's skin. It can damage the delicate barrier in children's skin. It can exacerbate things like skin irritation and eczema. And in some cases, it can actually make acne worse. So children really don't need these products.
Oh, it's fascinating. The thing is, of course, you know, if they go into their mum's rooms and they see it all there, it is sort of available and we're using them, aren't we, as adults?
You know, we know that kids love to feel grown up.
I mean, I stole my sister's lipstick when I was 11.
Exactly, you know, we all dressed in our mother's heels, all of those things.
Exactly, but this is different, isn't it? Well, because it's actually can, as you've heard, have a detrimental effect on skin.
And I think Amir's point about the mental health acid facet is so correct because I think what's happening in the playground is that these children are sort of egging each other on and using these products as a bit of a status symbol.
But tell us about you say the status symbol. So one brand has actually addressed this directly, haven't they, about this growing trend of kids using their products?
Now, and I'm slightly torn about this statement. It's from a brand called Drunk Elephant, which I am personally a fan of. Their products are very colourful. They look really pretty in your bathroom, so I can understand why kids love them. But they say that they have a list of products that they've shared that are safe for kids and tweens to use. They said many of our products are designed for all skin, including kids and tweens. First, I would stay away from our more potent products that include acids and retinols. Their skin does not need these ingredients quite yet. But the fact that, you know, they've actually thought about, OK, we're marketing our products to this young audience. I'm a little bit torn by that.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Right, OK, so Amir, what should preteens actually be using on their skin?
Yeah, children and young people don't need expensive skin products. So as a doctor, I would say to people, children, all they need is a gentle cleanser in the morning, a soap, gentle, non-drying out soap. And then through the day, what I would put on children's skin is a non-comedogenetic sunscreen. That is something that doesn't clog up the pores. So it's a very thin sunscreen, factor 30. They can use an oil-free moisturizer as well as that. And then just the same gentle cleanser in the evening. That is it. Nothing more. No acids, nothing harmful. Just very gentle products and factor 30 sunscreen.
Yeah, but what do you do if your child comes into the bedroom at 10 o'clock at night, Mum, I've got a spot. Oh, my, you know, what do I do? And then what do you do if children have genuine concerns about their skin?
I think it's important to understand why children and teenagers get acne. It's not because their skin is dirty, it's because of changes in hormones around puberty, particularly the sex hormones. These change the glands in your skin, sebaceous glands, which produce oil, and they can clog up pores and cause bacteria to build up. But it's not because the skin itself is dirty, it's the changes through puberty. So those gentle cleansers are important, those moisturizers are important. But if they have genuine concerns about acne, and I see this in my clinic all the time, young people coming in because of the psychological impact of acne, we will assess their skin, we will give it a good look over and prescribe something appropriate. And we will continue to review them as well. So it won't be just like, here's a cream, off you go. We will make sure that that cream is working, it's not doing any harm. And if it's not working, then we will change it. And most acne treatments take about 6 to 8 weeks to work. So there is a bit of a lag there. But the important thing is they'll be under review.
Yeah, great. OK, really, really great to tackle this, I think, because it was something I was aware of, but I didn't realise it was such a big trend until I heard about it. You know, this.
I think it's something we need to talk to our kids about.
Yeah, just really good. Super stuff. Thanks, Amir. And Jo, you're actually back later, aren't you, with fashion?
I am here in solidarity with my last-minute gift shoppers. I'm going to find you the last-minute gifts, all for under £20.
Have you got your tree up?
Very long, stony silence there, everyone.
Amir, have you got your tree up?
Today, I'm doing it today.
Amir, we're both Pisceans as well. I don't know if that's got anything to do with
it. Maybe. Oh, hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. Click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for more amazing content.